Did you ever think you'd see Johnny Depp, Alice Cooper, and Ozzy Osbourne all connected in one unforgettable moment? It sounds unreal, doesn't it? But this wasn't a dream. It happened in London, and fans who witnessed it are still talking about it. Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper came together on stage to honor Ozzy Osbourne, and it was one of those nights that people will remember for years. If you love rock music or grew up listening to these legends, you'll understand how big this was. Something magical took place, something bigger than just music. It was a celebration of a lifetime of work, friendship, and a tribute to a man who changed rock forever. Today, I'm going to take you through every part of that night. You'll feel the energy, the emotion, and the raw passion that filled the air. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end because there's a moment that will give you chills. Imagine this. The London arena was packed, every seat filled, and the crowd buzzing with excitement. You could feel the anticipation in the air, like everyone just knew something unforgettable was about to happen. Suddenly, the lights dimmed, and the noise of the crowd dropped to a hush. Out of the shadows, Johnny Depp walked onto the stage with his guitar. He wasn't there for a movie premiere or a red carpet moment. He was there for music, something real, something that came straight from the heart. Then, the energy shifted again as Alice Cooper stepped out. Dressed in his iconic black leather, with his powerful stage presence, he owned that stage the second he walked out. The roar from the crowd was deafening. People realized they weren't just getting a regular show. They were about to witness something historic, a tribute to the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne. And in that moment, everyone knew this wasn't just a concert. It was a heartfelt tribute to a man who had inspired millions. What makes this tribute even more special is the bond between these performers. Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper are part of the Hollywood Vampires, a band that was formed to celebrate rock legends. It's more than just a band. It's about keeping the spirit of rock alive and honoring the ones who came before them. So when these two took the stage to pay tribute to Ozzy, you could see how much it meant to them. It wasn't just about playing a few songs. It was about showing respect to a legend who paved the way. The music began, and the arena exploded with excitement. They kicked things off with some of Ozzy's biggest hits, songs like Crazy Train and Iron Man. Can you imagine thousands of people singing along, word for word, to those legendary tracks? The energy was electric, almost like the entire crowd was one giant voice. Alice Cooper brought his theatrical style, interacting with the fans, hyping up the atmosphere, while Johnny Depp, cool as ever, shredded on his guitar with a passion that you could feel in your bones. Then came a moment that no one expected. The lights dimmed again, and a giant screen lit up behind them. It showed clips from Ozzy's incredible career, decades of music, wild interviews, iconic moments that defined rock history. Alice Cooper paused to speak, sharing heartfelt words about how much Ozzy's music had shaped him as an artist. Even Johnny Depp, who usually keeps that calm, collected vibe, looked visibly moved. You could see it in his face. It was a rare moment where everyone in the room felt the same emotion, a mix of nostalgia, admiration, and gratitude. The crowd's reaction was unbelievable. People were screaming, cheering, singing, waving their hands in the air. Phones were everywhere, recording every single second of the performance. And as soon as the tribute ended, social media exploded. Videos started trending almost instantly. Fans from all over the world couldn't stop talking about how powerful and emotional the night had been. Many called it one of the greatest live moments in recent memory. There's something you might not know. The Hollywood Vampires, the band that Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper formed with Joe Perry from Aerosmith, was originally created to honor the greats of rock who are no longer with us. Johnny Depp's passion for music runs deep. He's not just an actor who picks up a guitar for fun. He's someone who has always been connected to music. It's a part of who he is. That's why this tribute to Ozzy felt so genuine. You could tell this wasn't a performance for the cameras. It was real, heartfelt, and full of love. And Ozzy? He's more than just a rock star. He's a survivor. He's faced addiction, illness, and the ups and downs of fame, yet he still stands tall. He's a symbol of strength and perseverance. That's why the tribute hit so hard. It was about honoring someone who has given so much, not just to music but to the culture of rock itself. Alice Cooper spoke about how Ozzy's fearless stage persona changed the industry. He broke the rules, he created new ones, and he inspired countless artists along the way. One of the biggest highlights of the night was when they performed War Pigs. The energy was unreal. The crowd sang every lyric like their lives depended on it. Johnny Depp's guitar solos were incredible, the kind that makes the hair on your arms stand up. You could feel every note. It was the kind of live music moment that reminds you why concerts are so powerful. Another thing that made the night special was the chemistry between Alice Cooper and Johnny Depp. You could see the genuine friendship between them. They laughed, shared smiles, and just enjoyed the moment together. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about celebrating music, having fun, and giving the fans a night they'd never forget. Here's a fun fact. When Depp first joined Hollywood Vampires, he wasn't sure if he could hold his own on stage with a rock legend like Alice Cooper. He was nervous, unsure of himself. But Alice pushed him, encouraged him, and taught him to own the stage. Now, you can see how confident Depp is when he performs. He doesn't just play the guitar, he connects with it. He's living every single note. If you ever get a chance to see Hollywood Vampires live, pay attention to how they build their shows. It's not just about the music. It's about the stories, the tributes, and the emotional journey they take you on. Every set is carefully crafted to take the audience on a ride through rock history. And that's exactly what made this tribute to Ozzy so unforgettable. It felt like more than just a show. It was a journey through time, a celebration of everything Ozzy has done for music and for the fans who adore him. It was emotional. It was loud. It was raw. And it was beautiful. Moments like these remind us why live music matters so much. It's not just about hearing a song you like. It's about feeling something deep inside. It's about connecting with the performers, with the crowd, with the memories that come flooding back when you hear those familiar notes. And that night in London, everyone in that arena felt connected. You could see it in their eyes. You could hear it in their voices as they sang along. If you want to bring a little of that magic into your own space, try making a tribute playlist at home. Put on some of Ozzy's classics, mix in a few Hollywood Vampires tracks, and just let the music take you on a journey. Close your eyes, turn up the volume, and let the songs remind you why you fell in love with music in the first place. So, what's your favorite Ozzy Osbourne song? And why does it mean so much to you? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. Music connects us in ways that words often can't, and sharing your favorite moments can bring someone else the same joy. If you enjoyed hearing about this tribute, don't miss the next story I've got for you. Did you know Johnny Depp once played guitar for Marilyn Manson? Yeah, that really happened, and it's just as wild as it sounds. Before you go, if this story gave you goosebumps, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into the world of rock legends, and share this video with someone who loves Ozzy as much as you do. Because moments like this deserve to be celebrated and remembered. Until next time, keep your music loud, your heart open, and your memories alive. Rock on.